At 12 years old, Tasha first felt the power of her reflection. Standing before her bedroom mirror, she touched her face with reverence, tracing each feature. The feeling was intense, as if the mirror held secrets only she could unlock. It was the beginning of an obsession, a mystery only Tasha could understand. While her friends shared crushes and whispers of stolen kisses, Tasha was elsewhere, content to be alone. But beneath her calm exterior was an unusual delight. She was mesmerized, not by another person, but by herself. She felt a spark no boyfriend could match, something deeper, almost forbidden. By the time Tasha was 16, her reflection became her greatest fascination. The hours melted away as she admired herself. Her mother began to notice, worried by the unbreakable spell her daughter seemed to be under, alone with her mirror. Tasha felt trapped yet free, under a spell of her own making. In college, Tasha's beauty was undeniable, and her confidence made her alluring. But whenever someone got close, she pulled away. Her classmates and friends found her both captivating and strange, watching from afar as she seemed to live in a world all her own, one they could never enter. After college, Tasha bought a massive house, far bigger than anyone expected for a single woman. The halls were empty, echoing with her footsteps, yet she seemed content, as though she needed no one else. To Tasha, this wasn't loneliness, it was paradise. The renovations started soon after she moved in. Every room was transformed, with mirrors covering walls, ceilings, even doorways. Friends who visited felt uneasy, caught in endless reflections. The house was a shrine to herself, a temple where she worshipped alone. But why? With each passing year, Tasha became a ghost in her own life, rarely seen, never joining her friends' gatherings. Her friends began to talk, speculating about her solitude, her odd behavior, and the empty house filled only by her gaze. Where was this all leading? Stories about Tasha started to spread. Some friends whispered that she'd lost her mind, that she was hiding some dark secret within her mirrored walls. Others claimed she was more than strange, that she was dangerous. The mystery around her grew thicker, almost supernatural. Tasha's life became a ritual, with routines only she could understand. She prepared grand meals for herself, lit candles, and dressed as though for a lover. Her love for herself was intense, unbreakable, and, to outsiders, a little terrifying. What was she doing in that house all alone? With no one to share her thoughts, Tasha poured her emotions into a diary. The entries were bizarre, almost otherworldly, as though she wrote to someone unseen. She filled pages with love letters addressed to herself, detailing her admiration, her desires, her longing for herself. Friends began to worry and tried to reconnect, but each invitation was ignored, each phone call left unanswered. Tasha drifted further away, lost in her grand, isolated life. A plan formed among her friends. They had to know what was going on inside that house. One night, a group of friends decided to visit unannounced. As they entered the house, they felt the eerie stillness. The walls, ceilings, and even floors mirrored back their frightened faces, but no sign of life. Each step echoed unsettling as they ventured deeper into Tasha's hidden world. In one of the rooms, they found something disturbing, a massive mirror covered with lipstick marks and fingerprints, as though Tasha had spent hours tracing her own reflection. Around the room were dozens of pictures of her, hauntingly beautiful, capturing her obsession in every pose. Soon after, Tasha broke her silence, reaching out with an announcement that left her friends speechless. She was engaged. She described her fiancé as kind, successful, and completely devoted. But her friends were horrified. Who could possibly be marrying Tasha? And where had he come from? As they listened, Tasha spoke about her fiancé in a dreamy tone. describing him as her reflection in every way. Her friends felt chills run down their spines. Who was this man, this shadow who mirrored her so perfectly? And why had no one ever seen him? Determined to discover the truth, her friends began observing her house, waiting for any glimpse of the mysterious fiancé. Days passed, yet no one entered or left, and still, Tasha never introduced them to her supposed love. What was she hiding? One night, her friends sneaked into the house again and found her diary. As they read, their faces went pale. Page after page, she wrote to herself with a love so intense it felt otherworldly. Each entry was filled with longing, adoration, and self-desire so deep it was disturbing. When Tasha returned, her friends confronted her, questioning her sanity. She only laughed, explaining that her fiancé was someone they'd known all along. She was marrying her own reflection, her truest love. Her friends watched in disbelief as she spoke of her reflection as though it were another person. Stunned, her friends refused to believe what they were hearing. Tasha's calm, even joyful description of her self-marriage was chilling, sending shivers down their spines. But Tasha was unfazed, dismissing their horror with a knowing smile as though they were the ones who didn't understand true love. Tasha's preparations grew increasingly elaborate. She invited her friends to witness what she called a revolutionary love. Unable to resist the strange allure, they hesitantly agreed, feeling both horrified and mesmerized by what was to come. On the wedding day, her home was transformed into an ethereal venue filled with mirrors, flowers, and a long, empty aisle. Tasha appeared in a dazzling gown, floating down the aisle toward a massive mirror. Her friends watched, their hearts pounding, unable to look away. Standing before her reflection, Tasha recited vows filled with love, loyalty, and passion. Each word was spoken as if to a true partner, with tears glistening in her eyes. She placed a ring on her own finger, sealing a union that was both breathtaking and horrifying. After the ceremony, Tasha's friends were at a loss for words. Tasha's face glowed with happiness, her gaze focused only on her reflection. It was as though she had unlocked something forbidden, a bond with herself that no one else could comprehend. As Tasha embraced her life as a newlywed, her friends watched from the outside, haunted by the memory of her ceremony. They couldn't shake the eerie feeling that she had crossed into a reality beyond their understanding, a world where love existed in infinite reflections. In time, Tasha's story became a legend, a haunting tale of self-love and obsession. Her friends would tell it in whispers, unsure if what they'd seen was true or merely the descent of a woman into madness. Tasha's life left them wondering, was this love, or had they witnessed something darker? And so, Tasha's story remained, a tale no one could truly understand. Was she fulfilled, or forever trapped in the depths of her own reflection? Her friends could only wonder as they looked at their own reflections, haunted by the thought of Tasha's boundless, terrifying love for herself. Enjoyed the story? Don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to our channel for part 2. And hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support keeps these stories coming.